Hi, Tyson. Just a few players and coaches have already mentioned that, how as the season goes on, they start to miss just having a crowd in the building. Do you get a sense of that? Like, what do you miss about not having fans inside the rink, especially for something like a Battle of Alberta?
Yeah, obviously we miss them. It's a huge part of the game and a huge part of the atmosphere, and there's nothing quite like coming out to start the game and everyone's going crazy, and whether it's the towels or you get into a game and there's a big goal or a big hit or whatever, you notice that stuff, and we definitely miss the fans, but we're fortunate to be able to play, and hopefully they're enjoying watching on TV. So we'll be grateful when we get them back, though.
When the building's as quiet as it is, and you can hear everything that's going on the other bench, guys yelling across the ice and stuff, does talk take a bigger factor in in what goes on out there?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It might work against you a little bit. The crowd gets not gets everybody fired up. It gets you into the game, and when the crowd's kind of going crazy, maybe you're a little more inclined to say something to somebody. But yeah, it's just so quiet out there. It's if you're gonna yell at someone, you definitely hear it.
Jack Michael, 630 Tread.
Tyson, the last 3 weeks with Darnell Nurse, has that pairing and the steadiness of that pairing enabled you to settle in a little bit and get all facets of your game up and running?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're playing well together, and I certainly enjoy playing with him. And he's such a solid defender and a good puck mover, so makes it easy for me. And I'm just trying to find holes and jump in when I can, and be that guy joining the rush. And I think it's going well.
And at about the same point in time, you have Evan Bouchard stepping in a lineup who, has never met a shot he doesn't like. He's just firing away. Can that be contagious when you see a younger player step in with no fear and fire away? Because it seems like even your shot output has ratcheted up significantly in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, maybe I think Bush is definitely doing a great job, and I don't quite have a shot like he does, but I think I'd shoot it a lot more if I could fire it like that. So you just try to take your shots when you're in good positions, and you're not always shooting to score. You're shooting to create some loose pucks and some hoping for traffic. So I think Bush has done a great job, and I think we're all conscious of trying to get the puck on net and create some scrambles for these forwards.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet.
So you're solidifying yourself here. You're playing well. You found a role here. This long into your tenure last season, it wasn't like that. You were struggling in Toronto for sure. You were telling us that earlier. It must be nice for you. Do you feel like you're in a good spot here? Feel like this year is turning out the way you hoped it would turn out?
Yeah, I think so. I think definitely finding a role here and starting to get comfortable and playing pretty well and starting to mesh with the guys. So hopefully other people see that the same way, and the success of the team is great for the individual. So if we can keep rolling and winning some games, it's a big week for us here. So it'll be nice.
Thank you.
Tony Brar, Oilers TV.
Hey, Tyson, your team has the most first period goals in the National Hockey League so far this season, and your opponent in the bottom half in that regard. And you guys are also 7-2 when scoring first. Can you maybe talk about what happens to the team when you get on the board first and what the feeling is on the bench and on the ice?
Yeah, it's probably just a confidence thing. I think we're obviously doing the right things to prepare, and we're ready to play at puck drop. And that's if you can get a jump on a team early, that's great. And if you score a few in the first period, it's just good for confidence and kind of gets everybody going and get into the game.
Is that a little bit more heightened when you're in a visiting arena?
For sure, you know the other team's going to come out hard, and usually you have the opposing fans to deal with, so that's a bit different. But you definitely have to focus on your starts, especially on the road.